At work, when the clock ticks, the moment the clock ticks, you're stepping into a controlled time. There's a time for you to be in the assembly in the morning where they do the roll calls and they tell you the activities of the day. There's a time for you to be on the unit where you do your job. There's a time for you to go eat. There's a time for you to use your phone. There's a time for you to request a vacation. There's a time for you to do anything. Working for somebody, there is no freedom. Freedom is when you're able to say, I'm not going to work tomorrow because you don't want to go out and you stay at home and there is no consequence. Freedom is when you say, you know what, my body is tired. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. You take your family, you go on vacation and there is no consequence. Freedom is when you say, I need $5,000 to give for partnership in church. I need $5,000 to contribute for the sponsorship of the Rhapsody of Realities to go to the ends of the earth. And you have that money ready and you give the money and they use it to propagate the work of God without you waiting for a paycheck, which means someone has to sign that paycheck. Then they get to you and they pay your money. There is no freedom. When you wait for a paycheck to be signed and it comes to you, that's no freedom. But freedom is when you are able to go into your business account, withdraw that money, and go give the money to church, and then they do what they have to do. Remember, even that money you're giving to church, that's a tax write-off because that is charity. And Canada favors charity. It's a write-off. So we are so caught up in a control system that we don't discover that we're being controlled. And it's a mindset problem because where I am today, we are all focusing on becoming a full-time, working for these hours, working for this number of years, then you get into retirement and you start making this amount of money. I have refused to think like that. What I'm thinking about now is, how do I grow my business fast enough to the point where I have a choice of whether I want to work or not to work? I want to continue with that employment or not continue with that employment because I have an option. Yes, your digital business gives you that option. Your digital business gives you that choice. It gives you that freedom to say, I want to do this or I don't want to do this. I want to go or I don't want to go. I want to write this amount or I don't want to. It gives you that freedom. It's in your hand. Make a choice. Start today. We have mentors. I'm here waiting for you. I'm here waiting to mentor you. I'll be excited to mentor you. I started fearful. I started with jitters on my body. I started with nothing.